of that time through Shaw's, but here they are back at the lessons. The order's still the same, and now down to the Gibson chicane. Owen McNally through in the inside, nips through there ahead of Ryan Farquhar. McCulloch shadowing them there in third position.
And at the S's, it's now McNally from Farquhar, from McCulloch. And what a battle this is. They're in the rectory corner yet again. McNally holding a very tight line, keeps the revs up. Out over a little jump there as they go through the start-finish area. So a new leader in McNally from Farquhar, from McCulloch. It'll be interesting to see, Alan, whether Farquhar now has the ability and the power to hit back at the man who knows his way around here fairly well.
Yeah, just watching the performance this time as they come up to these jumps, Farquhar has looked a little bit iffy a couple of times. He get real wiggles on, and again he gets a bit of a wiggle there. So he could do well perhaps to follow McNally for a couple of laps and pick up the better lines around the course here.
But it's still McNally from Farquhar, from McCulloch, who's not giving anything away. He's still there, and a man of vast experience who could nip past both of them. It takes it into his head, but he's quite content at the moment to settle into a racing pattern. But the man in a real racing pattern is James Courtney on the 750 Tilston Honda, swinging it around right there through McBride's, heading out into the country. Up the gearbox he comes. The front wheel is still pawing there. I think the front wheel must be only on the ground about half the time around this course, Alan.
Yes, if even that, Harold. The Temple's a very bumpy circuit. But now the leader's coming back down to complete 5 laps, head out onto lap 6, and still in the lead, Owen McNally from Ryan Farquhar and Dennis McCulloch there in third position. 7 laps the distance here. First 3 through, up McKees Hill.
And it's still that man McNally from Coleraine, from Farquhar, from Dungannon, from McCulloch, from Dromore. All parts of the country represented in this 250 race, and it's still, a real wiggle there from Farquhar that time. He's pushing hard probably to try and stay on terms with McNally, but he's certainly getting it rougher and rougher as he goes over those jumps, Alan.
Yeah, it's increasing my pulse. I don't know what it's doing to his, but here's Archibald over the same jumps, and the 600's bottoming out there as well. Britain through behind him. But now there's the leader, and Farquhar's back in front, Harold.
Yes, and we were surmising that he was pushing hard over those jumps, and he really was, because he's back ahead of the man who is a 250 specialist, and that's McNally now in second place. Farquhar in front, and look at McNally. He's having a little bite at the cherry, and here he comes, and he comes through into the lead again. So McNally on the approach to the McBride chicane, back in front.
Yes, McNally very brave there through that Shaw's corner, and the rain's back on. The rain really coming down now as they go through the lesson school. McNally still in front, Farquhar there in second, and Dennis McCulloch perhaps wisely sitting back a little bit, just shadowing them in third position.
And this is the trouble for the boys now, Alan. Looking at that part of the circuit, it's dry. The other part very wet indeed, so they're going to have to be very careful as to what the conditions as they change make a big difference to them. But McNally still in the lead from Farquhar. McCulloch dropping a little bit back there as they go through the start and finish to start the last lap.
Yeah, just trying to get a glance there at which tyres they're on. Certainly McNally looked to have some sort of treaded tyres on. They may be cut slicks, but Farquhar looked to have pretty well slicks on, but I say we'll maybe get a chance in the store corner to check that out. But here they go up over towards Hannah's jumps again. So has Farquhar learned anything? Well, that's a much smoother ride this time. He didn't repeat the effort from last time around. On the last lap then, as they go down towards the Craigie Colleges, McNally in front, Archibald now coming up behind Archibald. We have Britain there, and then the hard charging Gary Dines there,
and he's followed there by Bob Jackson. And the last man through there, number 32. But we're back at the front of the 250s. It's McNally from Farquhar. Will Farquhar try him again on this, the final lap? He seems to be losing a little bit of contact there. And there's the 750 leader, James Courtney, still going strong in the Tilston 750 Honda. Remember, 2 races in one here. The 250 championship race and the 750 race running concurrently. It's McNally putting a little bit more daylight between him and Farquhar as they go up into the McBride chicane for the last time. At Lessons, the road really wet there, Alan.
Yes, and now they come into the Gibson chicane, and McNally really hard on the brakes there in these conditions. Farquhar through in second. It is a bit drier there as they come down through the S's and down towards the rectory for the last time, but it's McNally into the corner. Farquhar in second, accelerates it through, but surely it's going to be his first win here at the Temple for Owen McNally. Goes up, goes across the line. Farquhar is a good second. And looking back now, the third place man, it's Dennis McCulloch, who's just going to lead in the 750cc winner, James Courtney.
And a great ride there from Courtney, starting 30 seconds behind him, takes the 750 win and the overall win.
So experience on the Temple Twist, the main difference between Owen McNally and Ryan Farquhar. Dennis McCulloch can be pleased with his comeback performance, and despite starting last, vital championship points for Gary Dines.
That race there was was dry at the start, and Ryan really got away, and I thought to myself, I'll have to up the pace here, but sort of still feeling my way a bit, and then the rain started. Well, even before the rain, I got past him, but then whenever the rain came on, I was getting a lot of slides and stuff, and he came past again about the penultimate lap, lap before the end. So I just had to ride really hard then. I think I had a chance to get past him, but worked out okay, well pleased.
I got away not too bad, away third, and then goodbye Bob and Stephen Ferguson, I think it was, and caught most of the 250s, and I was happy enough there just to get away and try and keep the pressure on. Got dumped towards the end of the race there, the last couple of laps, so just took it easy in the last couple of laps just to get home.
And confirmation of James Courtney's domination of the non-championship open race, over 30 seconds ahead of second-placed Adrian Archibald. Bob Jackson's cut slicks didn't give the big bike enough traction on the greasy surface, Bob settling for third place.